Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go.
Guys, I've realized, there's a lot of trainers and coaches out there and they give out pretty good advice, but it's really vague. I realize a lot of y'all, you have these very demanding lifestyles. You're dealing with a lot on a daily basis. And you think to yourself, you're like, damn, man, I just need to know what to eat. I just want to know what to eat, man. All this other stuff y'all talking about, man, I don't need to do all that. Just tell me what I need to eat, how much I need to eat, and so I can go execute. And so that's what I'm going to do for y'all today, okay? And so that way you know exactly what steps you need to take, all right? And then if you say, man, look, I know what I need to eat now. I know how much I need to eat, but I don't need coach to just lay this on out for me, man. I need a full game plan. That's when you hit your boy up. That's when you hit me up on Facebook and Instagram. We can book a game plan call. We can chop it up. All right. But what I'm getting ready to share with y'all, it's going to be some of my coaching clients who probably going to be a little mad from what I'm getting ready to tell y'all. Because they're going to be like, damn, why he just gave away the game? He just gave away all the game. I had to pay for this. So y'all got to be quiet. Y'all can't say too much, man. All right. Because I don't want my client to be mad at me. And so here's what you got to do. For breakfast, well, before we even get to breakfast, the foods and meals that I'm getting ready to share with you, you will lose weight, period. Okay, you will. But the thing is, you have to be eating the right amount. And so I want to cover that first. This is what you call daily calorie intake. How do you find this number? You can go to Google, type in TDEE calculator, total daily energy expenditure. That's what TDEE stands for. Okay. Now, once you understand this, it's gonna once you go to the little website, put in your information, it's gonna give you a certain amount of calories, and then you reduce that amount. So let's say 2,000 calories. You reduce it by, let's say, 300 to 500 calories. So you can start eating 1,500. You can start eating 1,700, somewhere up in there. Okay, you eat this amount on a daily basis. You do not go over this amount. If you go over that amount because you're not tracking how much you're eating, your ass ain't gonna lose no stomach. You're gonna be stepping on the scale and you're gonna be like, damn, why the numbers ain't going down? He said eat these food. Why the numbers? It's because you're eating too much. Okay? We are energy beings. Meaning, if we eat too much energy or drink too much energy, for all my folks who love drinking Simply lemonade and sweet tea, yes, you eat or drink too much energy, aka calories, you're not losing weight. We're energy beings, guys. Okay? So we have to be in an energy deficit. Meaning we have to consume less than what's required for us to maintain our current weight. And so for us, let's say for example, for me to maintain my current weight, I need to eat 2,500 calories on a daily basis. If I eat less than 2,500 calories on a daily basis, I will start reducing body fat. I will start dropping body fat. If I reduce it by too much, my ass will be starving. So you can't be significantly dropping your calorie intake. You grown as hell, you 5'8", 280, trying to eat 800 calories a day. You're going to be starving yourself, man. Yes, you're going to have headaches. Yes, you're going to feel irritable. Yes, you're going to feel tired because you're not eating enough. Okay, so that's the first part of it. Get your daily calorie intake, which I just shared with you. Okay, go to TDEE calculator on Google, and then put in your information so you know how many calories you need to eat. Now that we got that out of the way, here's what the meals need to be. Just know this. Every single meal, guys, has to have protein in it. Protein are things like eggs, egg whites, fish, chicken, steak. Every meal needs to have some type of protein if you want to drop body fat. I know some of y'all, you be like, well, body fat, what is all that? If your ass want to look good in your clothes, and when you take your clothes off, that's when you focus on dropping body fat. When you focus on weight loss, you lose everything. Yeah, you lose everything, man. You lose all the muscle you had. You be looking like you on that shit. You be supposed to be like, hey, you okay? You ain't sick, is you? You alright, baby? Baby, you need to put some meat on them bones. Yeah, that's what happened when you just focus on weight loss. We ain't doing that. Everybody who rock with me, I want you looking good in your clothes and when you pull your clothes off. I'm telling you, it's a whole nother life out here, man. Some of y'all, you just never experienced it, so you don't even know how much better your life can be. I promise you. If you looking in the mirror and you proud about what you seeing, and your partner, unless you got a partner, you married, you whatever you got going on, and they looking at you and they like, oh my God, come on back. Some of y'all ain't never even heard that. I'm telling you, get your body on point. Start looking better. Get rid of that big old ass stomach. Watch how your partner start being like, hey baby, you coming back? Baby, I'm waiting on you. I'm ready for the second time. Your kids go start working out too. You don't even know that your kids, they want to be exercised. They want to be more active. But they don't see your ass looking good. They don't see you moving and being active. Okay? And so this is what eating more protein is going to do for you. Okay? This is what understanding your daily calorie intake is going to do for you. It's going to help you drop body fat, not weight loss. Okay? So what your breakfast need to look like. I have a rule that I teach my members called the half plate rule. Okay? The half plate rule and the pie plate rule. For the sake of this podcast, I'm going to teach you the half plate rule because this is the fastest path to losing weight. Half of your plate needs to be protein. The other half of your plate needs to be a fruit or a vegetable. Yes, guys, you can eat vegetables for breakfast too. Okay? It can be a fruit or a vegetable. Let me give you an example of what this looks like. So your protein could be eggs. It could be egg whites. It could be New York strip steak. It could be chicken. It could be salmon. Whatever protein you want to eat, that's on one side of your plate. Okay? One protein on one side of your plate. The other side of your plate is going to be some type of fibrous carb. It could be some type of fruit that has seeds in it, or it could be a green vegetable. It could be strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, kiwi, watermelon, apple, a couple of apple slices, or it could be spinach. It could be asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, whatever it is, okay? On the other side of the plate. This is the half plate rule, okay? We ain't doing no big ass stomach behavior. We not doing no bagels, no muffins. This is what some of y'all be doing. This is why y'all not losing weight. You doing bagels for breakfast, muffins for breakfast, croissants for breakfast. What else y'all be doing? Big ass donut for breakfast. I know y'all. I grew up in the era of watching The Simpsons. What the police officer used to be eating all the time? That donut, didn't he? What he had? That big old ass stomach. And you doing the same thing as him, eating them donuts with coffee, having that big old ass stomach. Stop doing it, guys. Okay? Half plate, protein on one side, fruit or vegetable on the other side. Stop adding all this other stuff on there, man. You don't need to do all that. Okay? If you want to drink coffee, drink iced coffee, cold brew, or black coffee. Guys, it don't taste good. I be drinking it. I know it don't taste good. I know it don't. Do it anyway. Because you're drinking the coffee for the energy. The caffeine that's in there, if you're drinking sugar with your coffee, the sugar is going to steal your energy. So it really defeats the purpose of what you're drinking. Cold brew, iced coffee, black coffee. It becomes a habit, you'll learn to tolerate it. Otherwise, you just go keep tolerating that big ass stomach. Okay? Anyway, that's the first meal for breakfast. Meal number 2. And I can kind of like put both, I'm just going to go ahead and meal number 2. I'm going to say it like this. For lunch, we're going to do half plate rule again. You're going to have a protein and you're going to have a vegetable. We're not eating no more fruit today. We have fruit for breakfast. You can't be eating fruit the whole damn day, y'all. You got to eat some vegetables too. All right? And so with lunch, we're going to do a protein and a vegetable. I know a lot of folks, they be eating Subway for lunch. Big ass bowl of beans and rice and chicken and guacamole from Chipotle. They get done eating, they be like, oh, damn, I got brain fog. Man, I ain't even do nothing. How I'm going to get through the rest of the day? Because you eating that heavy ass meal. All them starchy carbs. And plus you trying to lose weight. You don't need all that. That brain fog that you have is because you're eating Way too much starchy carbs. You're stuffing yourself. You're not eating to feel comfortable. You're stuffing yourself with your lunch. Instead of doing that, we want to have a protein and a vegetable. It could be salmon, chicken, steak, any other kind of fish. You know what I'm saying? You need a protein and a vegetable. Whatever vegetable you prefer to eat. I would say it needs to be a green vegetable. It could be a mixed vegetables. It could be broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, whatever kind of vegetable, guys. Like, I know there's a lot of trainers out there that say, hey, you got to eat this vegetable. This vegetable right here go help you burn more fat. F all that. Eat what vegetable you like to eat, because that's the only way you can sustain doing it. If you're doing these different diets that these trainers telling y'all to do, but you really deep down don't like eating the foods they telling you to eat, how you gonna sustain the diet? You're not gonna sustain it. Because once you stop feeling like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of eating this damn food. Get what go happen? You go back to eating what you used to eat, and get what go happen? That big old ass stomach gonna come right on back. Yeah. You gonna be rubbed. You be looking down in front. Bam. All that work I put in, God, it back. It's bad. Damn. I don't want it to happen to you though. Okay? That's what you do for lunch. Then for dinner, this is what you do for dinner. I'm about to give y'all one of my secret strategies, guys. I do something called calorie cycling. Okay? I do something called calorie cycling with my coaching clients. In other words, it like what's really called, I call it flexible nutrition, flexible fat loss nutrition, where I give you flexibility of being able to eat foods you like to eat. Okay? This is how I'm able to lose weight and have abs year round, guys, while still enjoying myself. So for dinner, you're going to have a protein, you're going to have vegetables, and you're going to have an optional starchy carbs for dinner. What do I mean by optional? For some people, some days, have you ever just worked out and you went throughout your day, and then some days you're like, I really don't care to eat a whole lot today. You just don't have appetite for it. You don't have to force it. But then some days, you do be hungry. You be like, yeah, I'm about to eat everything on this plate, right? Optional. And so for the evening, that's where you have starchy carbs. And so you have a protein, a vegetable, and sweet potatoes, or brown rice, basmati rice, jasmine rice, quinoa, any of those, carb balanced tortilla. That's where you have your starchy carbs at. One time a day. Okay? I'm telling you guys, if you eat like this, you will lose weight. This is what I do with my coaching clients all day, every day. I love this shit. Like, when people be signed up for my coaching program, they be getting inside the program, they be a little, anxious because they just spent all that money. And then I be just so confident. I be knowing, I'm like, shit, if you coachable, the weight coming off. I don't even have to guess on this. You just gotta be coachable. Okay? And so this is what you do for dinner. But then, for all my snackers. Yeah, I know I got some snackers out there too. Got some snackers. 2 snacks. All right? I had this rule called the 3-2-1 rule. I know I got a lot of rules, y'all. 3-2-1 rule. 3 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. 2 snacks in between breakfast and lunch, and then another snack between lunch and dinner. Okay? And then one day out the week you have a cheat meal. Okay? And so your snacks preferably needs to have some type of protein. It could be a protein yogurt. It could be a protein shake. You see what I'm saying? It could be some protein chips. It could be a protein bar. This is how you need to eat if you want to lose belly fat. If you eat this way, the weight's coming off. Okay? And so I know a lot of people are going to be saying, well, what the portions need to be? What the portions need to be? What I just told y'all earlier about how to get your calorie intake, when you understand what your daily calorie intake is, this is how you understand what your portions need to be. That's like people who just be like, portion control. You won't know what your portions need to be if you don't know your daily calorie intake. All right? If you just listening to somebody and they say, hey, yeah, you just eat 5 ounces of protein, but they don't know your height, they don't know your age, they don't know nothing about you, they're just giving you a general number, which could be wrong. Your ass could gain weight off of that. And so, for people who ask me that, I can't tell your ass unless I'm coaching you, unless you're like in the program, because now I know your weight, I know your age, I know your physical activity level. But what I've given you early on in the podcast is here's how you get your daily calorie intake. Once you get that, now you allocate a certain amount of that calories to protein, to your healthy fats, and to your carbs. Fruits and vegetables are carbs. And so as y'all notice when I said, hey, you need to have either a fruit or a vegetable, those are carbs, guys. Carbs are not just rice and potatoes. Okay? If you eat like this, I'm telling you, I got coaching clients dropping 25, 30, 35 pounds in 3 months, y'all. Some of y'all, it's been years. You've been trying to drop that kind of weight for years, man. It ain't got to be that long. It's not that hard. Okay? What's hard is just not knowing if what you're doing is right or wrong. That's stressful too. Because you're putting in all this time like, damn, am I wasting time? Damn, weight ain't went down yet, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's very important to have some type of a plan, guys. Okay? So use the half plate rule for lunch, for breakfast and lunch, and then with dinner, do protein, vegetable with the optional starchy carb, and then 1 or 2 snacks throughout the day. You eat like that, you drink water, you're gonna lose weight. Notice, I didn't say you have to eat chicken. Notice, I didn't say you have to eat eggs. What if you're allergic to chicken and eggs? You telling me you can't eat nothing else? You can. That's why I gave you options, guys. Okay? And so, with that said, hopefully y'all found this podcast helpful, man. I just want to give y'all some straight game, no fluff today. If you know you want some more help, you want more structure, you don't want to have to guess about this stuff, man, just hit me up. Just hit me up on IG or Facebook in the DM. Just shoot me a message, mention me Fat Loss, and we'll chop it up, see if I can help you. All right? But even if you don't right now, try this out. And if you do it right, you losing weight. And let's say you don't lose no weight. I promise you, you go feel better. You gonna have way more energy. You gonna be like, damn, I don't have brain fog no more. I don't feel tired no more. I got so many coaching clients. One of my coaching clients, Lawrence Moore, guy just dropped 40 pounds in 3 months. 40 pounds in 3 months. He joined because his wife Goldie joined. He ain't want to join. He joined because his wife wanted to lose some weight. Goldie's down 30 pounds. He's down 40 because he said, you know what? You my wife, I'm about to do this with you. Guys, can't make this stuff up. These are the ways I teach my coaching clients how to eat. Okay? And obviously it's more tailored to each person's situation, but this is more of like the general approach of how my methodology works on how I'm helping my members get results. Okay? And plus, like, if you're working with me, I'm able to make adjustments according to your specific situation. But if you just do this general approach to my methodology, what I just shared with you, guys, you'll lose weight. You can eat like this forever and have energy and not be feeling like you're starving yourself. Okay? That's what I want. I don't want you to be losing weight and starving yourself and having all kind of health issues because you're malnourished. This is how you nourish your body, because you're eating more nutritionally dense food. I had somebody on my Instagram the other day talking about well, you can't outwork poor nutrition habits if you're in a deficit. I ain't about to teach my audience that bullshit. What if they not eating enough and they losing weight, but they eating junk food all day? Now they're going to be having heart disease and type 2 diabetes. You do know you don't have to be morbidly obese to have type 2 diabetes, guys. If you're not eating properly and you're eating too much fast food, too much junk food, too much sugar, guys, you could be 10, 15 pounds overweight and have type 2 diabetes, or have heart disease, or mess around and have a stroke because you have uncontrolled high blood pressure because you're eating junk food all the time. All right? Eat like this, guys. I'm telling you, the way to come off, and you'll lose the belly fat too. We out of here. Let's get it.
Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable, and if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information, and I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.